Choosing the right colors in web design is crucial for guiding your audience's attention to key elements. But using too much color can easily overwhelm visitors, making your design feel chaotic. In this lesson, we'll cover some fundamental techniques to help you use color effectively in your web designs. You've probably seen hex codes before, those 6-digit color codes you'll spot everywhere in web design. Each code breaks down into 3 pairs of numbers that show how much red, green, and blue are mixed to create that color. The numbers range from 00 to FF, meaning you have over 16 million color options to choose from. With so many possibilities, it's easy to get overwhelmed. That's where a solid understanding of basic color picking techniques can really make a huge difference. The basics of color theory start with understanding how to use the color wheel. Itten's color wheel is a simple visual tool that shows 12 colors, arranged based on how they work together. Colors on the color wheel are split into 3 groups. Primary colors, such as red, yellow, and blue, are the base colors. You can't create them by mixing other colors, but all other colors come from these 3. Secondary colors are made by mixing 2 primary colors. For example, red and blue create purple, red and yellow make orange, and yellow and blue give us green. Finally, there are tertiary colors, which are a mix of a primary and a secondary color. Examples include red-orange, yellow-green, and blue-purple. Pure colors are called hues. If you add white to a hue, you get a tint. Adding gray creates a tone, and mixing in black gives you a shade. Let's explore some basic color schemes you can create using the color wheel. A monochromatic color scheme uses different shades and tones of one primary color. You can combine these variations to create a unified look. However, it can be tricky to highlight important elements with just one color. A complementary scheme uses colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel, like blue and orange, red and green, or purple and yellow. In web design, contrasting color pairs are used to make important elements stand out. For instance, if you want visitors to notice and click a button, using complementary colors will make it more eye-catching. An analogous color scheme uses colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. This creates a harmonious and natural look, because these color combinations are often seen in nature. You can also spot this scheme on the SendPulse homepage. A triadic color scheme uses 3 colors that are evenly spaced around the color wheel, forming an isosceles triangle. This creates a balanced and vibrant look. When you split the color wheel in half, you get 2 main color palettes, warm and cool. Warm colors, which include a lot of yellow and red, tend to create feelings of passion and happiness. However, they can also seem aggressive and suggest danger, which is why they're often used in warning signs. Cool colors, featuring more blue and purple, are linked with cool climates, clear water, and the sky. They have a calming effect, but can sometimes make you feel a bit sad. Let's now dive into color psychology, starting with warm colors. Red is a bold, energetic color. It can symbolize a variety of emotions and ideas, both positive and negative. Users might associate red with love and passion, but it can also signal danger or anger. Red is often used when you need to grab users' attention quickly. In fact, many food and beverage companies use red to create a sense of hunger and desire. Orange is a warm color linked with happiness, friendliness, enthusiasm, and motivation. Using orange in your color scheme can help make your website more memorable and leave a positive first impression on visitors. Yellow is another warm color that represents joy, happiness, and sunshine. However, too much yellow can strain the eyes and even cause anxiety. It's best to use yellow as an accent color to highlight key elements. Let's move on to cold colors. Green is a positive and calming color. It's often linked to nature, environmental friendliness, and renewable energy. Brands use green to highlight their products' natural qualities or their commitment to eco-friendliness. Blue is a popular choice for many businesses like banks, healthcare clinics, insurance companies, and tech firms, because it conveys trust, reliability, and security. However, light blue can sometimes feel overwhelming, so it's important to use it carefully and balance it with other colors. Purple is often associated with power, luxury, as well as mystery and creativity. To balance your color palette and add contrast to your design, you can use neutral colors like white, black, and gray for main text and backgrounds, and apply your brand colors to buttons and other key elements. For instance, combining a black background with white text and a bright button creates a strong contrast and a clear visual hierarchy. In web design, color palettes are typically divided into 2 categories: primary and secondary colors. Primary colors are the dominant ones, usually representing the company's brand. These are used in key elements like backgrounds, logos, and menus. Secondary colors serve more as accents. They often include different shades of a single color to create a cohesive look across the website. Consistency in your color scheme is essential for building brand identity and recognition. But what if you don't have any brand colors yet? Here are a few ways to pick them. Think about the mood you want your website to convey and experiment with different color wheel schemes. Use online color palette generators. We have linked some helpful tools in the lesson description. Look to nature for inspiration. You can't go wrong with colors you see in your surroundings or in photos. That's all for now. Try practicing by picking out a color palette, and I'll see you in the next lesson.